Hi, this is Michelle Wise, and I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about the golden rule. Treat people the way that you want to be treated. And one of the things that, one of the main things that um, I find myself encountering more often than I um, would like to is people who don't think before they say something or before they do something. Now, before I get too much into this, I want to kind of introduce this video as being something that I consider to be personal development. And, if you know anything about personal development, if this is something that you practice every day, if this is something that that is important to you, then you know that adopting good habits takes practice, discipline, and of course, above all, implementation into your own life. Now, when I talk about doing unto others as you would have them do unto you, basically treating people with the respect and dignity that you want to be treated with, I'm talking about, um, you know, just thinking about what you say or thinking about what you're doing before you actually do or say something. Okay, think about whether or not if someone said that to you, um, um, where if someone said that to you, whether or not that would be something that you would receive well. Okay, or when you think about doing something, really think about it. Really think about if someone did this for me, would I um, appreciate that, or would that make me feel bad? Real simple. Um, how would I feel if someone did that thing, you know, to me? You know, um, you may even feel like it's innocent. So I'm going to take it even a step further. That's step one. Step two is um, when you're thinking about saying or doing something, do you know that person well enough to say or do this thing in order to even make that, even though it'll work for you, maybe that thing you would appreciate someone doing that for you. Is that something that you is right for that person? Do you know them well enough to do a certain thing? And I think that I'm going to just throw it out there that people have a little bit of common sense in terms of what it is that they can do around certain people or what it is they can say around certain people. And I think you have a little bit of common sense to know what that is. Um, and um, you just really have to, when you're trying to be a better person, when you're trying to be the person that you were yesterday, you really have to be thinking about other people and what they would appreciate you saying and doing as opposed to what they would be offended by. So I think it's really important um, when you want to be a better person that you start treating other people with the respect and dignity that you want to be treated with. You want people to consider your feelings and who you are as a person. I think that um, you have to do the same for them. You know what I mean? But I think, like I said, as far as step one is concerned, if you think about, just take a moment to think about what you're going to say or do before you actually say or do that thing, you're going to be 50% of the way. The step two, thinking about who that person is, and what they're about, and then thinking about what you're going to say or do. That's going to take a little bit of practice, and I will even venture to say that you might even mess up, but that's probably more forgivable than not being, not even taking a moment to consider whether what you're going to say or do to that person, um, and whether or not that's something that you would find respectful, disrespectful, considerate, or inconsiderate. That is going to be, you know, that's going to be something that you have to take, and you're able to take more. Um, um, you're able to be a little bit more considerate about. And the very word considerate means thinking about what you're going to say or do. So I just wanted to share this because you know what? It really does surprise me sometimes. I don't know why, but it really does surprise me sometimes that there are people who, more people than not, that just kind of say and do whatever it is that they want to do. And the common thread that I find is that people who act with the least consideration for their fellow man are the people who have the most to complain about in their own lives. So I just wanted to share that. I thought it was important. It was something that was on my mind, and I thought that someone um, could stand to hear about this because perhaps they'd never thought about it before, and there might be an opportunity to teach something new that I learned. I continue to learn every day, and an opportunity for someone to also um, learn something new today because the object of personal development is to be better than you were yesterday. So I hope this was helpful, and by all means, comment below, give me your thoughts, let me know what you think, and above all, let me know if this helped you. So, again, my name is Michelle Wise, and thanks for taking the time to listen.